Hey folks, in this video I'm going to be talking about the changes that Trovo is making, specifically the changes to the Trovo 500 Partner Program, and why, if you're upset about these changes, you really shouldn't be. In part two, I'm also going to give my opinions on what Trovo needs to do to really take things to the next level, improve, and really become a solid Twitch and YouTube competitor. So I'm going to be doing a series of these, not just about Trovo, but just sharing my opinions and insights on the industry as a whole. So if you like what you see, please hit that like and subscribe. Okay, first of all, before we go any further, I just want to say I really applaud Trovo staff for these changes that they are implementing. I feel like they are exactly what is needed to ensure the overall quality of the content on the platform and the overall longevity of the platform as a whole. Great job, guys. You are definitely on the right track. So let's get into this. What exactly are these changes that are being implemented? Well, tomorrow. At the time I'm recording this video, these will go into effect tomorrow, October 1st, Friday, October 1st. So let's get into this. The first really kind of eye-opening and really good news change to me that they announced was they are upgrading the risk control algorithm. So what exactly is this? What this does is it helps identify risky viewers. Okay? Risky viewers, risky accounts. So the first thing, of course, this is doing is it is combating view botting, right? There have been allegations that there are some folks, again, these are allegations. I don't have any proof. I'm not the one making these allegations. But there are allegations that there are some creators on Trovo that have been using view botting software in order to increase their viewer count, thereby also increasing their hours watched. And they're getting up into pretty high levels of the Trovo 500 program, gold and even beyond, and into those larger prize pools. So that's important, right? That needs to happen. I remember, many of you know I was a partner on Mixer for 2.5 years. A lot of view botting allegations went on there. And even though we as partners expressed, our, kind of distrust and displeasure that this was going on and nothing seemingly was being done about it, nothing ever happened. We didn't really feel like our voices were heard. So really great to see that Trovo is taking this action. Now, the second part of this is, as far as risky accounts goes, this is also going to identify, people that have made multiple accounts in order to maybe farm mana, enter treasure box giveaways to try to have more chances to win treasure box prizes, elixir, so on and so forth. We've already seen a little bit of this to combat that when they did the account verification. You may have seen where in order to collect your mana from an account, in order to spend the mana, the account had to be attached to a valid phone number. That was a good first step, and this is a good second step to, kind of combat that. They have mentioned that as a result, some people are going to see a drop in viewership. They've also mentioned that if you feel like some of your viewership is not being counted fairly towards your viewer hours, then of course bring it to their attention. One thing that is, very prevalent on Trovo, and I'll talk about this a little bit more when we get into the next topic, the Discovery treasure boxes changing. There's not a whole lot of chatting going on Trovo as compared to what we see on other platforms, YouTube, Facebook gaming, Twitch, what have you. And hopefully this will help alleviate some of that, because there does seem to be a lot of accounts that will come into a channel, especially when a treasure box giveaway is going on, and I'll talk more about that here in a minute, that don't chat, don't interact, and so forth. So one thing that staff has advised is to, try to engage with your audience, try to turn them more into active chatters to help those hours watched go towards your Trovo 500 goal. Next, and this one, I think it was a little bit more controversial, maybe, than the risk control algorithm. I mentioned treasure boxes a minute ago. Specifically, they're making a change to the discovery treasure boxes. And in my opinion, and in some of the other folks' opinion that I've spoken to, this is great. Okay? Why do I think this is great? Because as you well know, there have been people that are, let's say it for lack of a better term, they are buying their way into the Trovo 500 partner program, all the way up into those higher levels, right? Gold and beyond. They did place a limit. I think the limit was 200,000 mana per week or something like that. But, that's a still pretty good chunk of change to drop, over 3 treasure box opportunities. Because, of course, as you know, it says 3 treasure boxes per week, but that's really just 3 opportunities to do treasure boxes. You could give 100 treasure boxes on one of those opportunities that day and put 1,000 mana each, right, on each treasure box. So even though that 200,000 mana, limit, I guess I should say, was imposed, it really, didn't do a whole lot to keep people from, again, buying their way up into these upper levels of the 500 program. And as I mentioned before, you will see a lot of accounts show up during a treasure box giveaway that you don't normally see at any other time. Now, again, are these accounts that people have made, humans I'm talking about here, to, try to win these treasure box giveaways, give themselves more chance to try to win, to get more mana to spend in their own channel, or more mana, more elixir, to spend in, a streamer they support. Who really knows? But regardless, we know that these accounts show up. They will fulfill whatever the requirements are for the treasure box, be it follow the channel, hours watched, sometimes do the magic chat, whatever the case may be. But they never say anything. They never say hi. They never say bite my ass. They never say anything. And once the treasure box is over and a winner is announced, they're gone. Sometimes after they've completed those requirements, like let's say they have to watch for 15 minutes, as long as they've completed all the other requirements and they're good, they're out. So again, I think this is a really good thing. The Trovo 500 program, which again is Trovo's partner program, should be something that is legitimately earned by real active viewers. And this brings us all to, these two things bring us to why, besides just trying to eliminate viewbotting, trying to make the partner program more legitimate, why is Trovo doing this all of a sudden? Why are they doing the risk control algorithm? Why are they deducting hours watched from the Discovery Treasure Box? What is the other reason? Well, you clearly see on the roadmap that ads are coming to Trovo very soon. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that advertisers want to make sure that they are spending their advertising dollars to put their ads in front of real live human beings, not bots and not accounts that are just lurkers. They want to have real engaged viewers looking at whatever it is they're advertising so they can impact them in whatever way they're hoping to impact them, which of course is probably buy their product or sign up or subscribe to whatever it is, whatever it is. The other side of this is, as Trovo content creators grow, become larger, become more well known in the industry, the opportunity for sponsorships can open up. And I'm talking about legitimate sponsorships here, right? There is a huge difference, and I'll probably talk about this in another video. There's a huge difference between an affiliate program and an actual real sponsorship for a streamer or content creator, right? Having a coupon code for viewers to go to and buy something, and then you get a percentage of that, that is an affiliate program. That is not a true sponsorship. When you're talking about true sponsorships, and again, I'll talk about this in a later video, same thing. They want to know that the dollars that they are spending with that streamer talent is to get in front of their viewers and that they're talking to real, live, actual viewers, right? Not just people that are there or bot accounts or lurker accounts that are just there to win whatever it is in the treasure box, right? Some more things that are happening with the Trovo 500 program. They are opening up more spots in the silver group and also lowering those targets, which is good. Probably the most controversial thing that I had some people talk about with me was the regionalizing of the bronze group in the Trovo 500 program. And basically what this means is they are splitting it really by region, but also by language. English-speaking streamers will be in group green, which is going to be, the US, Canada, Australia, and the United Kingdom. Your predominant English-speaking countries. Where people kind of got upset about this was the prize pool, which actually got upped to 400,000 gems, is going to be split between all of these different regions to where each region, I believe it only has to have 40,000 gem prize pool. And that covers the changes that are going to affect October 1st. Once again, pretty big, pretty major. Again, very, very happy with what's going on. Now, what, in my opinion, does Trovo need to do to improve the platform, to improve the quality of the content, to really, again, become a solid Twitch and YouTube competitor? These first things, like I mentioned, are great. Getting rid of view botters, making it to where people have to legitimately create good content to get into the Trovo 500 program are huge steps in the right direction. To attract viewers, people are going to have to make good content now. They're going to have to be engaging. They're going to have to put more effort, more work into their channels. And all that's great. All that needed to happen. What I think that they can do to further improve is kind of go a little bit further with the treasure boxes. I think they need to go away altogether. The reason why is, giveaways, in my experience, have never really been a good way to advertise or promote your channel, because of just kind of what we've talked about. People will show up just for the giveaway and then they will bounce. and they will, you know, you'll probably never see them again unless you're doing another giveaway. If you are the kind of person that wants to promote your channel via giveaways, there are plenty of tools out there to do it, right? There's various tools on different bots to do it. You can even do it in your Discord, or I guess maybe Guilded. I don't know as much about Guilded, but I'm assuming you can do it there as well. There are other ways to do it. Again, they are taking away the hours watched from the Discovery treasure boxes, but the community treasure boxes, as it stands right now, those hours watched will still count towards Trovo 500. So the hundreds or sometimes, maybe even thousands of followers that some of these folks that have been spending a whole lot of cash on treasure boxes have accumulated, will now get notified that a community treasure box is going on. And I think we're still going to see some of the same things happening. Hopefully maybe to a lesser extent. But that's just my opinion. I think the treasure boxes need to go away altogether. The quality streamers will rise to the top. A buddy of mine who has been streaming about as long as I have, he's very fond of saying the cream of the crop will rise to the top. And I think that's exactly what would happen. And we have some really, really good talent here on Trovo. And I would really like to see those that are making great content and putting a lot of work into their channels be able to have the opportunity to get in front of more eyeballs, and not be drawn away, have those eyes drawn away by treasure box giveaways. Now, this is the big one. I've seen a few people talk about this, but I have not really talked to anyone on Trovo about this. But I have seen some of this feedback outside of the community, and I feel the same way. I actually felt this way before I ever even read this particular comment somewhere. I think the Trovo Play program needs to be ditched completely. Now, what is the Trovo Play program? Basically, there is a list of games, right? On that list are, there's Apex Legends, Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, Warzone, there's, I don't know what, 12, 15 games on there. Basically, what it boils down to is if you stream those games and you reach more than 50 hours of streaming those games, you're entered into a prize pool of 10,000 gems. Why do I think this is bad? Well, because it's encouraging people gaming streamers anyway, to only stream and create content on those particular games. And that creates a lack of diversity on the platform. Again, a lot of my experience comes from Mixer when I was a partner on Mixer. And if you recall, that was one of the biggest failures and reasons why Mixer failed, was a lack of diversity and a lack of promoting diverse content on the platform. Every time you logged on, you saw Fortnite, PUBG, and Apex. That's all it ever was. So if you weren't into any of that and you happened to visit Mixer for the first time because someone told you about it, maybe you were sick of Twitch, maybe somebody from Twitch went over to Mixer that you wanted to watch, and you came on, you saw that, you're like, this site is not for me. I don't like any of these games. Right? Really, I think for the overall longevity and quality and health of the platform, get rid of the Trovo Play. Let people play what they have fun playing. Don't encourage them to fit into a box, play a particular set of games. They'll create better content if they're playing stuff that they genuinely enjoy and not just trying to get into this prize pool of 10,000 gems. That's the way I feel about it. Agree with me, don't agree with me. I'm going to love you anyway. So, anyway, moving on. Um, the Pokemon Unite promotion in September, this month, September. Um, I think that was good. I think that was good. But I would like to see more of that, but with games kind of geared towards other audiences. Okay. An example would be, it's October. By the time most of you see this video, it's going to be October. Let's see some horror games like maybe Dead by Daylight get a promotion. Pokemon does not appeal to everybody. I understand it's very popular. Myself, I would never play it, much less watch it. So, speaking for myself, if my first visit was to Trovo and I just saw Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Unite, I would bounce. Okay? If it wasn't readily apparent that there was content on the platform that appealed to me and what I like to play, what I like to watch, I wouldn't hang around. So again, I would like to see some more promotions like that, but geared towards other audiences. Besides just maybe a younger audience and people who like Pokemon. I would be interested to see some analytics during the Pokemon Unite program. Just to see, how many new, unique viewers it brought to the site. But I would also like to see what the bounce rate was when people came to the site. Again, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Unite. What was the bounce rate? How many people went past the home page? How many people, searched for other things? How many people clicked right onto Pokemon Unite and were happy and loved it? Because I know there were a lot of those. So I just would be interested to see that. The final thing, in my opinion, that Trovo needs to do to improve the platform is that in at least the English-speaking regions, those green regions I was talking about, I think they need to stop with the huge emphasis on mobile gaming. Now, I understand that in certain parts of the world, mobile gaming is hugely popular. Okay? In those regions, that's what they have the easiest access to. It's, again, hugely popular. PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm sure Apex Mobile is going to be hugely popular in certain parts of the world. Again, it's all about access, commonality, and when those folks come to Trovo, it's really the only place offering some place for them to watch a lot of content being created with those mobile games. And that's fantastic because viewers tend to gravitate towards people that are playing on not only the same games as them, but they tend to gravitate and want to watch people that are playing on the same devices as them. It's just a fact. So, although I think mobile gaming as a whole and mobile streaming on Trovo is fantastic, in the English-speaking regions, I think there needs to be less emphasis on it on Trovo. Once you hit that selector drop down and put it on English only, there should not be as many mobile streams popping up. That's actually been some of the criticism that I've heard from people that I have told about Trovo to check out Trovo. I had one of my buddies come back to me and say, "What? Are you streaming Call of Duty Mobile now? I mean, that's all that's on this site." And I was like, "No, there's all kinds of content being created on there. PC gamers, console gamers, and yeah, mobile gamers too." And he was like, "Well, that's all I saw was Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, so I bounced." That was just his perspective. And of course, to each individual, their perspective is everything. Um, I, for one, am not really interested in mobile gaming content, and I don't really know anyone else who watches streams that goes in search of mobile gaming content. Again, not just the one buddy I mentioned, but other people that I have said, "Hey, you need to check out Trovo. How do you check out Trovo?" And they're just like, "Mobile games? What?" They're like, "I don't want to watch this." So, again, not knocking mobile gaming. I think it's fantastic. Like I said, I understand that in certain parts of the world it's huge and it's hugely popular in those regions on Trovo. But in the English speaking regions, if Trovo really wants to grow and capture a lot of that English speaking Twitch and YouTube audience, you got to change how that homepage looks without so much mobile gaming. So that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time.